all my YouTube friends. I just wanted to give a quick intro to this video. I know it's a little bit long, but I promise you it's worth it. It's a very silly tribute to my good friend Stan the Man, who is retiring on February 4th and hitting the trail for his thru hike attempt on March 15th. His channel is Stan the Man Hikes. Please give it a subscribe, follow along, give him some encouragement. And if you live by the trail, head out and give him some trail magic when he comes along your way. This was actually filmed a year ago, and he and I were just being very silly, which you'll see, but we had no intention, or I had no intention of uploading it and sharing it publicly on YouTube, but it's absolutely worth it. I just wanted to give him a little tribute and a little bit of encouragement as he looks so forward to hitting the trail. So you'll see me talking a little bit about my heart and my knee. So keep in mind, this was March of 2021, and my knee was just starting to give me trouble. And the update now is I have surgery scheduled for this February 7th. So I am down for the count. I can barely walk up and down my stairs to get in my apartment right now, never mind hike. So that's what's going on now. Even for the video, I was like, oh, I'm doing okay. And then my heart issues are resolved. I went to a cardiologist, and maybe I'll give an update on, you know, all that fun stuff as I recover from my knee surgery and get ready to get back out on the trail myself. But meanwhile, otherwise, my knee, everything's fine. Life is good. I'm here in New York. This is Stan the Man. Go to his channel right now, Stan the Man Hikes. Subscribe, follow along, and enjoy this video. It's worth staying. Please watch the whole thing. Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana.
Daylight come and me wanna go home.
Day, me say day.
Daylight come and me wanna go home.
Oh, la, da, 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 da. La, la, da, 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 da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. We're all in the mood for a melody. I sure know how to screw up a Billy Joel song. Take a perfectly good song and butcher it.
It's a great song.
It is.
So we are on the Appalachian Trail in Pauling, heading north to the Wiley shelter. Kim is testing out her knee.
Who?
Try is testing out her knee. Are we still on the trail? Yes.
Yeah, we just passed it. I think we have to go over that little
Yep.
thing.
And she is testing out her heart.
My meniscus.
Her meniscus and her heart. And she's going to be just fine.
My broken heart.
Oh, my achy, what did it say?
achy, breaky
achy heart.
Don't break my heart.
All right, catch you later. Okay, try.
Yes, Stan?
This is why you have your bandana out here, okay? So you can wipe your nose. You don't have to take your pack off. Things like that. Okay? All right. I hate to have to try to teach you this stuff so you can wipe your nose. All right? Now, the reason why you start hiking cold is so you don't have to stop 5 minutes after you start hiking and take your stuff off. I hate to be, you know, a pesky.
I think you're
Although
Pesky's
my
brother.
name is Stansky. Okay?
Teach me. How do you hike? What are you talking about?
Okay, so you
I have
need
to make
trekking
him feel good.
poles.
Yeah?
Trekking poles.
He's
and a
teaching me. I don't
backpack.
know what I'm doing. I've never been on the trail before.
And you take one step in front of another.
I'll give you a step. I'll give you a step. Keep go just a little further.
Just like that.
Go a little further so I really get the picture. Keep going.
Don't step in any cow path.
Now keep going till
No cow path.
no cow patties. Yeah, it was freezing in the parking lot. So both of us, don't just pick on me, you're still wearing your coat. So we put our coat on.
maybe I should take
Contrary
mine off,
to
too.
what we both know is you start cold. Because after a few steps, you're going to warm up and overheat. So, of course, I'm stripping down because, you know, and he's still got his coat on because he's an old, feeble man and needs his puppy.
Oh, my gosh.
And then I brought my snot rag, but it's in my pack. So he's picking on me. He's teaching me how to,
He's teaching
how to hike.
How to take your backpack off. Okay, I'm going to take it off. Okay. One thing you always have to remember
Oh, yeah?
is put this on the front of your strap so you don't have to reach behind to get it.
That's a really good idea. I never would have thought of that.
And you need to make sure that it's on there when you start your hike. Okay? I didn't make that mistake to put it at the wrong spot.
Yours wasn't on the back just now?
No, but I wanted it to be back there so I could use it as an example to show you.
Do we believe him?
That it goes on the front.
I absolutely believe you.
To where it's reachable.
I absolutely believe that you did that so you could teach me.
Yep. And you got to get it right in between here. Right at the right height. Try.
Yes, Dan?
When you get to something like this, where you see two white blazes.
Yes, Dan?
And it's to the left.
Yes, Dan.
That means the trail is turning.
It does?
Yeah, so that's how you always know which way to go. Like now, if you look up ahead, you'll see it goes to the right.
Wow.
Which means the trail is going to turn to the right.
I'm so glad you told me that, because I never would have made it this far from Georgia unless you told me that just now.
Wow. What did you do? Just follow people and ask?
Yeah.
Wow.
I would ask if there were no people. I'd ask the woodland creatures which way, and they would tell me.
Did you have gut hooks? Could you follow that? Right, come here.
Yes, Stan?
What color is that?
That's blue, Stan.
Right, that's called a blue blaze, not a white blaze.
It is?
Yep.
What does it mean, Stan the man?
Okay, so that could mean it's leading you to a shelter or a water source.
Water is good.
Okay, that's good.
Or a waterfall or a scenic overlook.
Yes.
I mean, I heard. I didn't know. I didn't know this.
That's true. It could lead you to town, which is good.
Which might be good, yeah.
It could also be a vortex to get you stay there in the town. That will cut your time down. You don't want to be caught in a vortex.
You're talking like someone who plans to through hike soon.
Yes, okay. So
who knows everything.
It also could lead to something like ice cream.
Ice cream?
Yes.
Let's go.
Let's
follow this blue blaze.
Go. Blue blaze.
Let's go.
Let's
right now.
Follow the blue blaze.
Okay.
Ice cream. Move side. Let me show you how it's done. Push through. Push forward. Tell your body what to do. You don't let your body determine to you how to hike, okay? You tell your body, get in line. We are going, okay? Hike. Okay, I'm out hiking on my own now, heading to Wiley Shelter. I think I've got maybe 3 miles to go. Something like that. Should be there in an hour and a half or so. Yeah, I'm hiking on my own. I think Try had enough of my instructions. She told me just go. So, I told her all that I could. I tried. I had more I could have shown her. But some people just need to learn on their own. So you got to give them that space. Just sure hope she was able to make it over those downed trees and patches of ice and snow. I could have really helped her navigate over that, but she said, no, just go. So I went. So I hope you do okay, Try. I hope you make it. And the way it is, some people just have to learn on their own. And I tell you, that girl has a lot to learn.
Climbing over downed trees that have not yet been cleaned up. So I'm sitting on one. Since I had to hoist myself over, I may as well sit and rest, right?
Okay, there's 2 trails here. One splits off, one goes that way, and one goes off the other way. If you notice the blazes, see up here? I sure hope Try remembers what I taught her about the blazes to follow. Goes to the left, you go that way. If you go that way, it's the wrong direction. If you go that way, you're on the Appalachian Trail. Hope she gets it right.
Stan, all in good fun, all in good fun. So for those of you who may be new to my channel, Stan is a good friend. We met because he's a trail angel. He lives in New York City, and I think it was 2018. He had been watching my YouTube videos, and we met at trail days with, you know, thousands of other people, and we've been friends. And so since we live in the same town, we hike a lot together. And he will be through hiking in 2022, so he's in better shape. He gets out there and hikes more than I do. So he's training me. He's teaching me how to hike, because I don't know anything about blazes and layering and handkerchiefs, and he's silly. Today's goals are 6 miles from the Pawling station, the Pawling Railroad Station in New York, to Wiley Shelter. So that's 6 miles. Stan and I arrived at the trailhead together. He hiked with me, I don't know, maybe half a mile or 3/4 of a mile up the first hill. And then I insisted that he goes ahead because I really want to be alone in the woods, and that was another goal. So working the heart, checking and making sure my knee is going to be okay, breathing deep, being alone, getting in my thoughts, getting fresh air. So Stan's going to go ahead. I'm not sure if he's going to stop at the shelter, but I hope that he goes beyond that, just hikes and gets a bunch of miles in, because he can do that. But I'm going to just go the 6 miles to the shelter. We're going to camp overnight and then retrace our steps back out in the morning. Checking in, just sat and had some lunch. I've got 2 miles to the shelter, so I've only hiked 4 miles. My knee, I can feel it. It doesn't hurt, but it's poking. Like, hey, be careful. So I am being very careful. I'm going slow and steady. There's a lot of downed trees, so I'm climbing over a lot, and there's a lot of mud. So I'm trying not to slip, although that's inevitable. So even though it's just 4 miles and I only have 2 to go and then 6 more tomorrow, that's a lot from me right now, because I'm just trying to get my body back into the routine. Don't want to damage my knee anymore, and I certainly want to keep my eye on my heart. So all these things are being fixed. Everything is good. It's a beautiful day. I'm getting chilly because I stopped, so really just wanted to give you an update that my knee is doing well, my heart's doing well, and Try is doing well. All is well with the world.
Okay, Try, I'm teaching you now how to build a fire at a shelter, because that will gain you extreme popularity through hikers and other campers. So you start with the teepee, you get the fire going, and you just keep building on it.
Thanks for teaching me how to make a fire, because I've never made a fire before.
You know, I figured that might be the case. So I wanted to be kind.
You're my guru.
Yep. Be kind. And
well, I do thank you for making a fire. I'm not so sure about the tutoring part.
well, you did make it here safely, so I assume what I taught you earlier
Oh, right?
really helped to get you here safely.
Yeah.
You didn't make any wrong turns.
Oh, well.
You maybe did? Oh, okay. All right, well, you're here.
I ended up in
She's
Connecticut.
here. What?
Was I not supposed to go to Connecticut?
You must have passed the shelter and then come back.
Right. I passed the shelter. That's right.
Okay. However, that would be difficult to do since it's right on the trail.
Literally right on the trail.
Yeah. Okay, Try is trying her hand at building a fire and keeping it going.
Yes, I need a tutorial, because I've never built a fire before.
Okay, you have to give it room to breathe.
I'm going to give you room to breathe.
Make sure. Let's see how that works.
Oh, okay, so my tent malfunctioned. So these are the poles that go on my, hold my tent up. And this elastic cord that is supposed to snap in so that all the poles, form an arch. But this is so old and so worn out, the elasticity, is that a word? The elasticity is gone. And so this one will feed in, but throughout here, I just wasn't able to feed it in and make it an arch to hold my tent up. So I am in the shelter. That's my bed for the night.
This is the cook system, fuel canister, stove. Screws onto said top, just like that.
Oh.
Just like that. Then you turn it on, like that. Spread that out. You have to put water in here, like 2 cups.
Put water in here?
Water in here, like 2 cups. Heat it up. Then it goes into here. You seal this up. After you take out the contents, like this oil, and
what's
this thing.
What's this handle for? That's extra weight. You don't need a handle.
You do need
you
a
have
handle.
a handle here.
You do need a handle.
You don't need these handles and that handle.
Because if
weight.
you were out in the wild, and you didn't have fuel, you could build a fire, put this over something, and cook yourself
all the time.
food.
That happens all the time.
And your coffee.
That's like an ounce.
Okay, you could do that.
Or a gram.
Well, when you're strong like some people, an ounce or a gram, you don't have to worry about it. Okay?
That stove doesn't look too light.
What, this stove? This is very light.
That is not light.
This is light.
Mine is smaller and lighter.
I don't think so.
Yeah?
I don't think so. Where is it? Get it.
I don't have it.
You left it at home.
On purpose.
You left it at home. That's real smart now, isn't it? What if I had left mine at home?
All right, we had a conversation about, oh, you want to go hiking? Sure. Oh, wait, I don't have any fuel. Where can I get fuel? Oh, I have fuel, try. So we'll just use my fuel. And then you show up with this behemoth stove telling me how awesome you are, and mine is smaller and lighter. And
I said you could use the fuel canister,
not
the stove. Okay? I expected the stove. That's why I brought 2 canisters. Okay? So, the way you're dissing me, I certainly hope you like cold soaking. Okay?
I have a fire.
Oh,
I have
okay.
a fire.
That's right. You do have a fire
I can cook on the
that
fire.
I built for you. Okay? Or taught you how to do.
Taught me how to do.
Okay. All right? So, I have an answer for everything you say.
Apparently.
I have an answer for everything. So, that's it.
It might not be the radius.
Argument over.
Good morning. Oh my God, it was so cold last night. Got walking to get water. There's a pump at this campsite. Oh, at the shelter. I did not sleep. I was cold. I have to think what's different between what I did last night and what I did in the Smokies when it was in the teens. I think the coldest night I dealt with was 12. And I was just as cold last night as I was then, so I gotta think that through. What have I done differently? Oh, good morning.
Where did I put the freaking lighter, man? I can't use the stove without the freaking lighter.
I don't know, Stan.
Crap.
Don't you just keep it with your cook system? Because there's things I could teach you, how to avoid losing things. I usually put my lighter in with my stove.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, and then I won't lose it. I won't have to spend precious time.
But I like to have it like where I know I can find it though.
Well, you could. When do you need it? When you're cooking?
But,
I don't know. I need my coffee, so this lighter needs to be found. Sometimes it's not in plain sight. Sometimes you have to lift things and look under things. And
Maybe my food bag.
Could be in your food bag.
There's this one, but that one wasn't working well.
Plus you carry broken items with you too. You found it! You're so smart.
Good morning, Stan. Pain in the ass.
Where's my cup? Look under your legs.
Did you lose something else, Stan?
Crap.
What are you looking for?
My cup.
How do you lose so many things, Stan?
I don't
If you
know,
have a place for everything, you wouldn't lose
It
it.
was right in
I
here.
could teach you some things. I could teach you some things.
You set me up.
I did not. I didn't
You
touch
did.
it. I didn't
You
touch it.
set me up.
If you have a place for everything and everything has a place, I can teach you some things, Stan the
Yes.
man.
You moved this on top of that,
I did
so I did not know it was sitting there. Who? Oh my goodness!
It's eggs and sausage and peppers and onions and spices.
Not bad.
What's the matter, Stan?
Look what happened to my medication.
What happened? How'd that
I
happen?
had it in here in my toothbrush bag, and it went. I guess the moisture in there.
So you put it in with your toothpaste things that is moist, and then it melted, and you can't take your medication.
That is.
I could teach you something, Stan. See, I have medication that I keep with my toiletries, but I put them in their own Ziploc bag, and they stay nice and dry. What a concept.
Taking them to the privy and not.
What are you looking for, Stan the man?
I can't find my hiking gloves.
There's a place for everything, and everything has its place. I could teach you something. My gloves are right there. I haven't lost anything yet. I haven't even got lost yet, contrary to what you tend to believe about me.
Maybe they're in my sleeping bag.
You didn't find them in the privy? Maybe they were in a sleeping bag. Oh my God. But he has a lot to teach me, right? Stan the man,
Yeah.
aren't you packed up yet? I mean, I'm done. I'm ready to go. Why is it taking you so long? You know, with practice, the more miles you hike and the more you pack, you learn to be efficient and quick. I could teach you a few things, maybe. Let's go. I'm not sure why he's coming from that direction, because he should have turned left. What's the matter, Stan? Jeez, do you need me to help you now? I think you need some help from Try. Any tips for me? Know it all?
Show me the way to go home.
I'm tired and I wanna go to bed. I had a little drink about an hour ago, and it went straight to my head. Wherever I may roam, on land or sea or foam, you will always hear me singing a song. Show me the way to go home.